Alright, ladies and gentlemen, our time for the final liberation, freedom for the Sogdian people. As we know, it's slowly becoming a reality, which, of course, Bukhara has expanded to not only in Keva and Dashhar woods, as well as Balkh, an important Zoroastrian holy site. Although we had plans to start another border dispute war with Roxana, but we have to move up the timetable because this rebellion of the Abbasids, although the rebels are winning, but they still have way more troops than the rebels do. So it's only a matter of time before they'll crush them. But let's not rush it now, as I'll be looking for a new court position. And then we'll demand the installation of the claimant, and that's my claimant for the Emirate, which would also mean it would be count as for our independence. We don't want Bukharan independence. Sharp pains in my abdomen caused me to clutch at my stomach. Okay, don't start the rebellion just yet. Don't demand the installation of claimant just yet. Wait for the court physician to come, see what it is. So, I'm only giving it 2 months. Until we find out what condition it is, and if the treatment is good, begin the rebellion. My spy master, Emir Askan, reports that a heretical sorcerer has been caught and been jailed in the city of Iconum. This sorcerer is apparently healed of various ailments afflicting other prisoners. Though he is scheduled for execution at noon, I could pardon him and bring him to my employ. Oh, he's no heretic, he's Jewish, but I don't think he's good enough. Surely there's got to be someone better. Damn! Okay, I guess you. The Herbad of Bukhara, the one, my old friend. Yeah. Changed my mind. Get out of here. Not to mention it says scheduled to be executed at noon. Well, he just got executed today. Let's just say that happened. Give me the treatment now. You think it's smallpox. Inherited a sheikdom. $59.52. Relatives. Assassinated. Oh, so that's why you're in hiding. You know you got a plan coming up and you just want to, Alright, so it's a little family feud then. And he's inherited some of the stuff. Oh no, these books are from Jibril. This is his. The painting came from Roxana. As a pious woman, after having read the text of the Vinidad, I'm more aware of the Deva's presence all around me and the danger they put my family and realm in. So I decided that my house shall adopt one of the good spirit's dogs. Which one of these Zoroastrian or Mazdan pets that increases the health a bit? But then again, I had many people dislike me. So I would rather have somebody that could protect me from assassinations and whatnot. So I would need Bohusnaga, the dog without a master. A Bohusnaga of Gizhudan, Gezduvan is noted to people as a kind creature of Ahura Mazda, protecting my capital from the Devas which roam in the darkness. Disease resistance, which no disease has ever affected this land, so take him in. He is one of the Kayani. That's the name of my dynasty. So he's going to be my house dog. Same religion, which means Zoroastrians will like me a bit more. Plot discovery chance and plot power defense. So the guard dog. So he suggested I should spend more time in prayer. Well, I was reading the Venom to that. I thought about taking up a theology focus. It's still a healthy lifestyle, but not getting any better. This Bulgar conqueror wants a piece of this land. That land belongs to the Sogdian people. We don't want them. We don't want any foreigners, and also, we do not want to join that war. So, tell you what, we're going to raise our army, and we are going to attack. Also, I'm going to steal an artifact from Hashem. There's a group of guards at the main door, the servants' entrance in the back, and a window near the stables. Force my way inside. There's no chance of failure in that one. So after we steal this artifact, whether we get it or we don't, and then start again. So we're just doing little few chores and then start the rebellion. I managed to evade most patrols. I cop outside the treasury. 2 bored guards stand between me and my prize. Rush them before they raise the alarm. Thank you for the money. Now that I've dealt with the guards, I'm free to search the treasury for my target. Time is short, and the treasury is filled with documents, jewels, and many miscellaneous items. Oh, I'm not liking these chances, so search frantically, making a lot of noise. If I get caught, oh well. If I get in prison, I'll pay the money. After making my escape, I finally feel relieved. I've managed to steal one fine artifact from my collection, and my foe has no idea. That went better than I thought. Thank you, Hussein. Glad I brought you as a friend because of your very high martial skill. Thanks for your help. That went better than I thought. Also, get in shape. Because it's healthier that way. Spend a little bit of money for next week's budget. Since I'm getting sicker. So I got 2 dogs. A hunting dog and a dog in the house which defends him from evil spirits. Which I recall this from reading a bit of the Zoroastrian text. In actuality, not from this card. When you have that dog in your house, if you're a devout Zoroastrian, if a demon comes to your house, the dog can just simply look at it and it'll go away. I wish we can do the same for those who rule Sarmarkand. But we're going to kick these guys out of here, then start the rebellion. Hey, you're no longer on the council. That means you can join the faction. Alright. You're in a faction now. And when we are a free country together, I'll put you in a good word that... okay. My youngest. You'll be betrothed to her. I mean, as for the other chum, she still remains unmarried. And same for her. Alright. How about you? You're not in the council too. Okay, we got 2, but let's kick these guys out of here first. I guess the Emir has done some replacements, just to replace the ones that are, you know, not malcontents. Falcon, Farouk, let's get them. Oh, it's dysentery. Ah, makes sense. The abdominal pain and the diarrhea turns into dysentery, which is a bad disease to be having. It's normal. But don't worry, this is one of the diseases where it'll go away with time. So, with dysentery, that's -4. So, I have a hunting dog, +1, +50, on brilliant strategist, +50, so that's +2 in total, and then +3. So, I'm a little sicker. if we could get a good treatment. Which I do not want to have an experimental treatment. But as long as you know what you're doing. Since you are a friend. Oh, I should have got that pet. That hedgehog. Bankrapara. I should have looked him up. Oh well. Just treat me well, okay? At least I got a dog that protects me from assassins. The red powder was tantalizing in color. The servant had made a mistake in tasting in its pure form. His tongue is swollen up badly, and Herbad Artivan chastised him firmly for it. Herbad Artivan poured the spice in a chalice of water and stirred him meticulously before feeding me a spoonful. I actually feel better. So that's +2, so give it time, and the dysentery will go away. Oh, and let's not forget another health bonus that I'm in perfect shape, so that's another +50. If I had that hedgehog with me, this would have cancelled it out. Yes, hedgehogs are dogs to the Zoroastrians. And that dog of the water thing, those are otters. Which is due to, you know, the resemblance of a dog. That's the mind of probably not just Zoroastrians, but probably Iranian people in general. Of what they thought what is what. Anyways, ready for combat. Disease won't break me down. Let's just kick these guys out, then start the rebellion, finally. Shaman. There you are. Let's fight. Good day for a duel, I chuckled, hefting my blade of Roxana in my hand. Enough talking, my opponent growled. Soon, I have Shaman Yechepi flying face down in the mud. Life soon to tear a severe gash across his leg. Take it I win this fight. That increases the battlefield experience a little more. Where is that, by the way? So that's my second battlefield duel. That was one of the sub-commanders. And another Sogdian veteran. Another holy warrior. And a strategist to boot. But you're Craven, but the strategist cancels out on the defense, though. Don't worry, he's still a good guy. See, we need men like you to join our rebellion. And he just died a natural death. He's treated me well. Oh, what are you so mad about? Oh, I don't like envious people. Plus, you're just an Urbad. You won't matter when we take Sarmarkand. I don't suppose there's another. Nope. No good limit. So we're going a few years without a court physician. 2 years' time. Taking an awful risk on it. Alright. Hashem, you're still alive. You're imprisoned? Who took you prisoner? Oh, the Shah of Zund. You were one of the commanders, I may recall, but you were severely injured before, now you lost your leg. He can't join a faction while he's in prison. Blast. And he's got a pet owl because, you know, he's a member of the Hermetic Society. So, just only here in Bukhara, he's a member of our faction. And this commander here, who now serves the army of Sarmarkand, also a member of our faction. Basically, this span of land will be the rebellion territory. And parts of it is going to be loyalist. Oh, I forgot about you guys. So, again, he's still in hiding. He's celibate. He's Craven. Oh, and before we start the rebellion, let me tell you about this artifact that I just stole. This is the Homa sampling. A sampling of the divine Homa bush, a fragrant gold-green bush that is said to grow on mountains. It can be consumed to aid healing, physical strength, alertness, and awareness, and the cravings of the flesh. Bit more prestige, piety, plus 10 fertility, especially when it's passed down for generations, and a bit more health to help me out with my dysentery. I'll be better. Right, let's begin. This could either end in blood, or it will end in freedom. What say you, Emir? Will you fight, or just surrender Sarmarkand to me so the Sogdians can choose their own destiny for their freedom? For the freedom and liberty of the Sogdian people. He's already committed to other wars, but I fear that this is going to be our only shot at our path to freedom. Your support of Sheikh Roxana is shocking. However, in order to spare the realm from a harrowing civil war, I will resign in her favor. Sogdians, Zoroastrians, Buddhists, people of different faiths, we are free. Banabshan Roxana of Samarkand has usurped the title of Marzapanid of Naxum, Samarkand, and the petty Shadam of Samarkand, so I'm now the Banabshan instead of Sheikha. Thank you. We hope to liberate you somehow, some way. And too bad you didn't come join us, but... Let's say, well, we do have a alliance. So now we have our new administration. That means, yep, they've ended the war due to liege changes. So now our new capital will be in Samarkand, the new capital of free Sogdiana. But there are still Muslims and possible heretics around here, and the domain size is small. So that means move the counselors over here. And if we want to form the kingdom, we gotta take Fergana. Since we beat them in a battle and they are retreating, which means we can chase them down. Oh, the Abbasids, well, they're about to finish their rebellion, so... Glad that you saw things our way. Even though he's not too fond of usurping a title from him. Not to mention I'm CK2. What's Bamiyan up to? Border dispute over Kunduts. That's over there. We'll also get those pieces of territory one of these days. Yep, now the levies of Samarkand and Nakshal now serve under us. And they're willing to fight. Because our next target will be up there in Fergana. And remember, we now inherit the council. So the council has the say on title revocation, war declaration, and such. And if we want to get rid of these Muslims, we have the religious control mandates, but there are some that are against it. Now, who would that be? We do have a loyalist in my husband. Actually, here's a way to look at this up. Council consideration. Okay, let's see. He's willing. And of course the Zealot would be willing to vote yes if we want to kick the Muslims here and locally out of here. No. The Darik Pat says no, him being a pragmatist. Nomobad says no. And the Spy Master, who's a Gloryhound, says no. We could change that. I was about to say, we need another Zealot. Or, better yet, a Mobad Zealot. He'll do. Despite the fact that he doesn't have good skill until we find another great... Holy man. Hey. If I need a new co-physician, spend a bit of that piety. Look, I'll put you in, but it's for the council to vote. You have to say yes. Definite yes. So let's put a vote on it. But don't remove the Muslims just yet. Let's have a quick victory over Roxana. They're in retreat. We have the number of troops, and we will go up to meet them. We may have liberated Samarkand, but Sogdian liberation continues, because the Sogdians are being oppressed by the Tengris. So the fight for freedom isn't over yet. It's just begun. Yeah, and these other Tengris are busy, and they're losing, so this should be an easy one. See, I have a well thought out plan. And remember, most of our troops come from Bukhara, which once was the center of Sogdian resistance. It's kind of too bad you didn't join our nation. We would have loved you to come with us. And so are these guys, but I guess we'll have to fight holy wars or border dispute wars, where we can use this guy as the new lead for him to serve a different lord. But Abbot should still be watching. We're not quite free from Caliphate influence yet. If we attack them. And since we are a petty Shaddam, that means we have more room for commanders now. So we got Tarkun, Vishtasp, Faruk, and Aniat. Which, good thing we brought you along, because you're a siege master. Definitely qualified. The Karen satrapy has successfully taken parts of Merv. They got their half, and soon the Hindus will be taking their half now. We'll kick the Muslims out of here after the war. The domain size may not be good, but do not worry. We have the money and the plans. And I hope the dysentery will go away soon. I mean, it will. I mean, if I die, then my son will continue the good fight. Died of an infected wound, and now, Tengri pagan. Oh boy. Alright. Your usual flanks. Let's head to them. Wherever they are. And we'll get more recruits in Sarmarkand despite the change of administration. And there'll be more changes to come soon. Remember, this is free, liberated territory, but we're not just free yet. Cephalic man. Where's the enemy? Gone all the way back, have you? Few event spawn troops. Oh yes, he's a conqueror. He had a host that conquered Roxana. And after we take Roxana, then we'll fight against them, since we're going to be taking advantage of their weakness. Quickly. And now there's a war. for independence. Hey. I mean, we never properly formed our alliance. Wait a minute. Oh no, that's an old one. I was beginning to forget who's who. Like, are you sure you... Oh yeah, you just created, but I want to know the county. Oh yeah, it's still the same guy. It's just I never knew his name. All I know is a Sogdian Buddhist. Wish I could support him, but he's a Buddhist. But we don't know how long that rebellion's going to last before the Abbasids will put an end to it. Well, since the enemy's not here, get the Sogdian woman who knows how to bring the walls down. Now I'm known as the Just. That's the nickname I wanted. The Just. I don't want to be called as champion because that's just me being humble. I'd rather be known as the Just. So we'll have this territory down fast, even if we don't have to fight in a battle. We can easily conquer it. Because new administrations have not reinforced the garrison. As well as the defenders. So we can take it without a fight. Keep going. Up to Vargana proper. Oh, there they are. A little sneak attack, I see. Probably gonna come back to retake those territories. We're not worried. As I said, I wish we could support your independence, but we can't form an alliance because you're not landless and also temporary title. I mean, we have a non-aggression pact with them, right? Yeah, but should have made an alliance before we started this thing. But I hope you win. We're not going to take over your land by holy war, just... well, by other means. You'll find out. So far, so good. Winning one battle is going to make a war score a big difference. So stop the siege. Get Baruch. Don't we need a... I mean, let me see if this tells me. Oh, you lost your leg. What about the new holy warrior that we brought along with us? Slightly less martial, but it's time for you to prove your worth. We'll be getting a lot of Sogdian war veterans, which you could say, yep, this formerly rebel army has a lot of war veterans that'll serve along with us. They wanted to rally behind this aging Benebshen on a fight for freedom, for yours and mine. Just Vargana needs to be free now. Alright, come back. You're winning so far. Keep it up. I hope. Because the Abbasids have still not finished their war. Oh, they're about to. I mean, you got the money. I mean, I could send you half of my money to get you some mercenaries, if need be. And if you're concerned about, well, where are you going to get your money now if you keep fighting all these wars and whatnot? Don't worry. We live in a country. A county. Samarkand. 400 should be good enough. Now as for here, since this is newly liberated territory, we can now build a trade post, in which it'll be done in February. Speaking of which, next March, if we don't get a wise man over here soon, then we're going to have to hire some holy men to the court. Good reasons to have a trade post. Despite the fact there's an unrest, but we need silk money. $100 war score. Roxana is now liberated, and we will create the satrapy of Roxana, and which is enough to create a new Shadam. Also, we can how much is that, by the way? That's 200 gold and 200 piety. Well, surely we can reduce that. Yeah, set up this ambition, and therefore we reduce the price. This is the Shadam of Sogdiana. Yes, Sogdiana, not Sogdiana, but Sogdiana. Here it is. And since this is a aristocratic type council, or what is this officially called government-wise? Heredity Despotic Shadam. So it's going to be until 10 years if I wish to change of its laws, which, if I can get over the dysentery, then we can make it happen. And based on these health bonuses, I may live up to my 60s. And this is my new crown, even though wearing it does make me look old. I mean, that's just me. No longer I wear the green hat of the CK2, which gave me that youthful appearance. But now I wear this clothes and now I look like, you know, an old woman. But an old woman, that can still beat the best warriors of the land. And we're creating a new kingdom. That means, let's up the centralization a little, because they'll definitely support. So, which loyalist to be an advisor? Unmarried daughter, which soon I'll send. I'm just looking for any other loyalists. Just looking for the less obvious. How about this old man here? I mean, they'll definitely vote yes, because he's a loyalist. And we can press a de jure claim on this area now for Sarmarkand. Increase council power. Well, for once, he's a nice guy. But he's a renowned physician, but I believe he's too low skilled if we were to get an next treatment for my dysentery. Now we're a kingdom. Is anyone willing to join? Still no. Now we need to give away that satrapy. I know. Him. You're a war veteran. And you've really done a great service for the Sogdian rebellion. In which I will give you the satrapy of Roxana. You will govern that region. And be sure to, you know, create these Sogdian vassals for you. As long as they're not heretics, because the land is full of Kurmazdas. And now let's kick the locals out of here. Yeah, only Sunni vassals will object to all of them, and we will replace them with more competent Sogdians that are Zoroastrians. That man's Shia. Sogdian Muslim. Oh yes, the Tengri. So we have to kick you out of here, because you're Tengri. And then we'll place them, get more taxes, and may give away just a few more. Maybe not. You too. Am I not in perfect shape? No, I'm not. Take it easy on me, alright? I got this, Terry. Got him wounded. On that same day, the dysentery's finally gone. Good. Alright, replace them all with Sogdian Zoroastrians. So they'll be more competent unless we brought some envious people along, which I really do not like. Get rich quick again. Don't tell me we're going to be doing that again, huh? Just like we were at the beginning. Because, honestly, we need more money. Because I feel it's not enough. And I kind of honestly want to give away a county. Perhaps two. Because this area is not that prosperous. Because it's plundered by savages. And this area is Persian Nestorian. And there are ways to prevent a religious uprising. So I will give away this land to another war veteran of ours. But it's someone that's currently under my command. How old are you, Tarkun? 37? And this other guy, 38. Farouk is old, and so is Vishtas. But I know I gave him Vergana. Again, you may be lazy, but you are a great man, right? Should there be any religious uprisings, you could easily put them. I will give you Roxana. Well, actually, okay. Look, I will be giving away two counties, but this is this one county that kind of just makes me feel a little lopsided. But it's an isolated country, so. And we need a Persian to rule, just slightly reduced on a different culture. They're Persians in this realm, right? Persians or Zoroastrians? Yeah, plenty. Actually, not plenty. Okay, I guess we'll invite a Persian in. Particularly someone of a high martial skill. Make it look like we're calling for a military governor to govern Balk. And it will be you. You may be a lustful man, but do come. You're not coming in as a commander, but you will be a military governor of this region. That's kind of like a purpose we're creating. I want to keep this county, even though I was hesitant to, but I'm more worried about them. Are there any Nestorian Christians still here? Yes, two of them. Including one who's a fairly old man who is depressed and wants to get married. Tell you what. You're Sogdian, but you're Nestorian. When we put a Nestorian in this region, this would definitely prevent a religious uprising. So I will give you Dash Hordes. See? Reduced. That's just me being smart. And that's also to reflect our, you know, what Sogdiana was like back then before the Muslim conquest. People of various faiths practice here. And I would love to have a Buddhist, although there are a few in this realm, to eventually control this future satrapy. Like, we can have a Christian representative, there's a few Zoroastrians, and a Buddhist representative for this region. Some would say, why would you want to have infidels ruling? They could be troublemakers. I mean, they could, but it depends on their personality and traits. But I can sympathize with these people when I sway them. No need to be zealous these days for a free country. After all, we're all Sogdians. And you want to get married? I'll get you someone. If you want to keep your dynasty going, because there's not that many Nestorian Christians left. Don't think you'll want my daughters. And this Sogdian woman's heirlet. And I can't pay money to present debutante, otherwise that would just be... Okay. No. Just invite some, just someone with good fertility. That would be good for him. For him to give him a child before he dies of depression. Actually, someone with good diplomacy. That is an unmarried woman. And I guess it's you. Or better yet, a little bit of fertility wouldn't hurt. But the age is fine. Oh yeah, she lives next door. That neighboring county there. So come on over here. I got someone for you to marry. Remember, Nestorians and Zoroastrians can intermarry. So can Buddhists are allowed to intermarry with Zoroastrians. And the Boon Pagans and Taoists. So that's why we're not going to antagonize the Nestorians. They'll prove useful to us. Hey. Got you a woman to marry. She's just some low-born Persian woman. Despite the big age difference, but she's decent. For you, at least. Not to mention, you know, you're both deceitful. And you're both craven. Yeah, you got a few things coming. You'll get along. Otherwise, I'll be offering you... No, you're a Christian. You don't accept concubines. Okay, I understand. Sorry, that's just... Low centralization approved. So there you have it, and hope you have children one day. And if you want to be on a council, I can make you spy master. You're slightly better than my mayor, so you have your position. Isn't that Persian man supposed to be coming here? We can get rid of these people. Expel them, I should say. But they don't got money in them. A little bit of money out of this. Also, with that war chest thing, since we are a kingdom now, you have to get up to 700. Which is going to take a while. There'll be a period of peace for now. And I wish I could support your rebellion. But the Abbasids are coming soon. There you are, and I will have you govern bulk. Yes, I'm giving away a bit of my domain. Because you being Persian, that definitely reduces it. And also no longer isolated country. So, for me, for now, I personally control Roxana, Samarkand, Nakshab, Bukhara, and Khiva. Those areas will be, especially, Bukhara. This used to be the center of the rebellion. Once we get this built, then we could start making money again, just like the old days. No need to extort subjects. There'll be no tyranny. Keep going. Because one day we ought to declare war on you. Well, no, non-aggression. And if the Abbasids were to kept busy again, like another civil war or helping out Nestorian uprising, hey, should the Nestorians lose, they'll settle with you. Right, you should look up the relations for the rest of these vassals. I know some mayors and urbads don't like me because they lost their council positions. But I would like to sympathize with you. And Farouk, we're friends. Yeah, we're just resting a little. After all this fighting. Let's just make a little bit of money. And some of that money from the local resources that we acquired, such as the shepherd community. Nice. Yes, your son is... Oh, different. Boy. Actually... Yeah, they're definitely weak at this point. I think we have to move in now, because there's one part of Fergana that's still not liberated. And when we take that territory, give all the gains to him. Just as when I was ready to settle it down, I'm like, oh my goodness. Ol or Maz, I forgot about the Kalem. That's dead your part of Fergana. Kashgar over there, though its suzerain is these guys, which they're currently at war, a host war, which they are losing. It's a Han. We could force vassalization with them, which we can make them, another satrap for Kashgar. It's like, yeah, the Karens are... Now they're in a holy war for Bok, which he is winning against the Buddhists. But Gandhara, not much troops, they're backing him up. Alright. He can take this area. Karen can expand as much as they like, as if these descendants of the Parthians want to reform the Parthian Empire for themselves, while we Sogdians choose our own destiny. It's like, we got Sogdiana. But do you think one day we would try to take all of Khotan? And we may never know if we would form an empire of Turan, which I don't think in the history of Crusader Kings on any playthroughs that I've seen in videos as far as I'm concerned that has anybody ever formed this empire? I mean, as a feudal and not nomad. That would be a difficult goal, so I think we have a new goal set for this series. My original goal was to survive. Reforming the Persian Empire is not what I had in mind. But we can support them if they attempt to. And of course, unless we go into hiding and such, but no need to hide. We're a free country now. And another reason why Kashgar could be important. Another silk trade post could be built. Matter of fact, it's already built. Just taking it over would be good for us, as we're building ours. We need money. And these guys are weak, but these potential allied troops won't do much either, so... You know, for vassalization war, it's gonna spend quite a bit of prestige. While we will go get... I was about to say, or we could declare another holy war against the... No, don't want to risk it. Oh, man, I can't. Holy war could be risky at best, but... Our moral authority is getting better and better. And the Karens will improve it when they win theirs. There's no need for a holy war on our part. Let's just do liberation instead. Which will vassalize these guys. Ah, clan. So the Sogdian liberation continues. In another conflict. Even though we're not fully reinforced yet. But there's no time to lose. And then after that, we may consider vassalization of this region. Which, if we don't get in soon, their heir is going to be led by a powerful man, which... Although we did say we want Buddhists in our realm. Oh, do not forget to stay in shape. We'll be on our way to liberate the area, and should they win their independence, then we will probably vassalize them, much like we plan on vassalizing Kashgar. Because there's a silk trade post there, and we want to take advantage of that. Because in the past, we Sogdians used to monopolize the Silk Road. Now we want to master the Silk Road again. Speaking of which, we've finished our trade post. Which I could spend a little more money, but just wait. So we'll make very little income at this point. Because of what's been going on over in China. Situation near the source of the Silk Road is causing it to be inactive. Well, what about through this route? What's wrong with that? Yeah, that part of the route is inactive. Yeah, I know it's a looted province, because, you know, it's still, you know, war-ridden from all the raiders. So I guess that's a future plan. We would be dealing with Buddhists and maybe expand into the Tarim Basin region. And become the masters of the Silk Road. Maybe that's the new goal for this series. Not the Persian Empire route. No. Too risky. But as for our Zoroastrian faith, we will remain Zoroastrian for as long as we shall like. It's just we happen to be Zoroastrian, and therefore, Pechenegs, they want the county. Abbasids cannot help. Meanwhile, Karen Satrap, oh no. Well, it's one single county, actually. They will provide a little backup. Damian stands very little chance. Okay, after we finish that, then we can go join the war on the side of defenders. Because when you're defenders, the vassal levy spin will go down. Not to mention we get a little income. Oh, Farouk, so you want to be a champion, huh? Want to be the next Sogdian champion? Gotta prove it. I don't want to hurt you too much, but you're a duelist, so you may stand a very good chance. But not good enough. Sorry about that. I didn't know you rose up in the ranks. Take out our front line for a bit. As we Say, what happened to the Sage Master? Is she gone? Yeah, she's gone. Should have had notifications on for each of these commanders. But I don't suppose any of these guys are willing to join a force that has that ability. It's usually, no. But then again, there are not that many Zoroastrians left in the world. Just 2 free, well, 3 if you want to be technical, free Zoroastrian realms. Momentum keeps on going. Come on, hire mercenaries, will you? It'll definitely help you out. So now besieging these areas is going to take a little longer. %, wars. No, not 100%. You misread. Yeah, I just want to know how you're doing these days. We can talk in private. Oh, couldn't come to agreement about the intricacies of spoken language and the differences between notation and melody. No, you're wrong. Oh, bad move. Made him mad. Shouldn't have not brought him in. Yeah, this will definitely buy us time. Well, meanwhile, they're taking their objective. Unless the Abbasids want to put a stop to it. Oh, yeah, by the way, in case if you die of that combination of stress and flu, I was about to say, I don't suppose you get more Nestorians around. Gonna be a while. After we finish this little liberation, how about the Zoroastrians if we can? We cannot let Khorasan fall because that's where a Zoroastrian holy site is. And they're winning so far as they're unopposed. So come on, hurry up. Have them not joined. Where is them? Not a sizable lot. But we are making a bit more money. Thanks to the local resources. That means it. No, you stay put. For the next conflict, alright? One more holding to occupy. And it's 77 war score. Unless they sign the instrument of surrender. Hey, you take Balk now. You're his son. You have the right. Again, he's Persian. Don't want to have a peasant revolt over there. Or something else worse than that. 99% war score. Will you surrender? Yes. Another area liberated. That's what I would like to see. All your gains will go to you, Venerable Commander. This man and then raise him up again. Because we gotta help out our Zoroastrian friend. Because that combined strength is beating them. And we cannot let Khorasan fall. Actually, Khorasan will not fall. He fully occupied a place. Okay, that means we'll support your other war then. You know, that holy war for Bach. So that makes the Zoroastrian authority go up more and more. And the Abbasids still have not finished their rebellion, but they're really, really close. But speaking of rebellions, 99%. Can't wait. Because we cannot wait to bring you into Sogdiana. Of course, since we have a non-aggression pact with you, unfortunately, which I'm going to have that broken. The betrothal, that is. Oh, it's a few years' time, so there is time. Two things. Join the Bach Holy War to help expand our realm, but if they ever declare war against me just for de jure, I'll definitely give it to them, because that's technically not part of Sogdiana, but as long as they keep the Zoroastrian authority up. And get in shape again. Spend a little money for that feast. So they're on the losing side here, but now let's save our fellow Zoroastrian brethren. They may have the desert, but we have the numbers and the holy commanders. Oh yeah, you're evoking the Tengris that live there. Good on you. We'll get to you. It's just it takes time before we get a move on and we'll fight these guys. Pamir joined up too? Yes. Not very much numbers, and these are Sogdian Buddhists from over there. Now it's time to recruit a new court physician. He better be good, otherwise I'm going to start hiring some holy men. Destitute noble from a former enemy court asks for permanent hospitality. Soldier named Mew. I got money. Who is this Mew? He's a Sogdian Zoroastrian. Probably suited spy master in the future. Did you hire yourself some mercenaries? Yes, you did. Because I could tell by the looks of things. 99. He's occupied all the territories, except for one. But the question is he over there, or where is the rebel army? Saganak. Oh, I guess they're just going over. I'm sure in due time, he's going to have to give in to their wishes. Shortly after I spread a word of seeking an employment court physician, the Jewish exile appeared in my court. The exile introduced himself as Tasmak of Goren, and he explained that he'd served as a physician to many rules before, offers for his service turned to me in fair pay. Okay, I'll give you that chance. You are said to be a renowned physician and a mystic. So whatever treatment I like, it's going to work well. Tarkon, where's the other holy word? Godards, you're coming with me, because we're fighting Buddhists. Let's talk strategy. If he's willing to like me, despite the last conversation. He appreciated it. I just want to get to an event where I become sympathetic towards Christians, and then eventually start being sympathetic towards Buddhists. Just to keep friendly relations between the two. Oh, former mayor. They're just replacing him with Nestorians. Don't worry about that. More Nestorian Christians in the realm. Yeah, we're going up to the mountains to fight them. And they say the mountains of Afghanistan are the roughest. Yeah, it's way up there. But we got 2 holy wars on our side. We'll get them. Pamir, Gandhara, Pamir. They're all going down. Strong shall never rest. Yeah, they can take this area while we'll occupy this. Plus, that's not the only war they're involved in. There's still a border dispute war. Oh, god dang it, just when we were beginning to make some money. Now there's a devastating plague. I'm sure they're regretting their isolationist policy. Now we'll make very little money of the silk. That's not good business. Actually, that's not side of defenders. So that's attackers, so therefore, they're still gonna get mad. That means, well, they win. The border dispute over Kundut, so they get this part. Because they already have the heir in prison when they took the place. 100%. They're going to be free. I could do nothing about Kiva. We'll occupy their capital soon enough. Oh no. Don't do that. You'll start a religious uprising. Yeah, we'll sacrifice Kiva in favor of taking his place. Two independent counties created. One Sogdian Kurmasta up in Sardaya, and the other is this one, which is a Buddhist county which we have a non-aggression pact with, but I would like to break that. So we can either vassalize or declare de jure war over that area. Oh, and also they lose a bit of that, so now it's taken over by the Pechenegs. Which I would have to fight a liberation war for that one. And it's not a strong cognate of the Pechenegs. This should be easy to take because it's still war-ridden when the formerly Hindus now took it. More friends. How many friends do I have? I know some have passed on, but how many left? Just 3. But I have more rivals now, but they're all from that cognate up there. Can't catch them. You need to win more battles. You control Buck. Yes, we control all of it. Now let's control more. Yeah, we're gonna have to let this go. So just take this holding, then we'll defeat their armies. As they will get their first victory, I hope. Well, it was a victory in a technical sense. Yeah, that's a problem of a free nation. We live so close to the cognate regions, where they can raid us easily. To make them a tributary state. If we let them do that, then the Abbasids have no influence over the region anymore. Great. Excellent. That one is one. Peasant revolt. So yeah, he's definitely going to come up there. He's finally finished his rebellion and he's going to go up there. Gauntlets are coming off. At least you'll be taking this one easily. Tarkon, Godot, let's go kill some Buddhists. Grandson, you'll be just as a capable warrior as your father. Despite the fact he only understands the sword more than anything else. Speaking of sword, well, let's just finish this war first. Who's that? Direct leader. He's of the Khazar band. Beginning to one take. Why is his center holding firm? Now the holy warriors will start putting pressure on. And they've retreated right before we finished it. I would say you got this handled. Let's go kick these raiders out before they cause more damage. Oh, the patrol. I gotta break that. So we can, move in. When is your birthday? We have about a year till we break that non-aggression pact. In order to, vassalize that region. Though we could potentially weaken them. And there's a little bit of money since we looted one of their trade goods. I just don't want anybody taking that territory besides myself. Sickly. Curious about your faith. This better work. It's happy to tell me more about the Nestorian faith while not sparing a few questions about me being a Zoroastrian. We ended up having a very interesting theological discussion. Alright. Now I have sympathy for Christians. How about you? You have sympathy for Mazdans as well. And you were able to produce a child for such a ripe old age for yourself. Now let's just stop these pechenegs that's been causing damage around here. And the war is won. And after we kick them out, then bring troops down, declare de jure or vassalization or whatnot. And then these guys, and then Emirate and Emir. Because once we get at least 3 counties, we will create a new satrapy, which will be a Buddhist satrapy for the Sogdians. They'll keep their culture, they'll keep their faith. Just I would like to be having sympathy with their religions too. As bulk is taken. Although a little lopsided. The heir is Hindu, but the son is Zunist. He's not going to last long. They're going to assassinate him. I know it. How much money are you willing to ransom since you are a mayor? Does anyone else? No, just him. Oh, that's a hero. But doesn't have good combat. Member of the Eagle Warriors, mind you. So we have the numbers, but we're going to break his flanks and then we'll break his center. Alright, now to initiate yet another war. We're just... I know these mayors are mad as heck. Such as this old one here. It's like, what say that we gotta get rid of you? I mean, I can't get any more worse opinion than just already a known murderer. And plus, he can't start factions this way, but better safe than sorry. And where does he come from, by the way? What city? Ah, Bukhara, my home. Alright, the messy spy master. You will improve that plot. Get rid of the ones that dislike me. It sounds a little tyrannical based on the way it sounds, despite the fact I'm called to just. Oh, and break the patrol. Non-aggression pact is off. Yeah, we're both members of the Sandpit. He will not accept vassalization, but we will force him to. How much difference? Okay, I see the difference here. I gain 100 prestige, but spending on vassalization, that's 250, and I would gain 100. That subsequently becomes new liege. New liege. I got 6,000 prestige, no need to worry about that. And plus forced vassalization sounds good in my ears. Look, he'll be happy to come along. Again, not fully reinforced, especially in these areas. He doesn't have very much, so we're just going to come in anyway. And whatever resistance is there, we'll deal with it too. 51 moral authority. Oh, and now my daughter is free. Now it's these guys that ask for her hand. Speaking of which, you know, I worry about those guys. Damn! Already married. Oh, until you get a... Yeah. Not possible. Because you don't want to have non-aggressive pacts with the cognates to keep them at bay. So we'll expand here. Fight the Bamian Subtrapi in a Did your claim what? And we're gonna get rid of this mayor who dislikes me for having those levies raised for a long time, including the mayor of Kiva, who had his city looted. And this young country is 3 years old. Go for a different one this time. We got a pile of lumber. No prisoners. You know, if you do become a tributary state to them, then fine by us. That means the Caliph will never interfere again in our affairs. And we got another pile of lumber. Welcome to Sogdiana. If you want to be on the council, I think there's a place for you. And I will start sympathizing with you, hopefully. And plus we have a connection to bulk now. We'll sell the pile of lumber soon. With all this money, spend it on a silk trade post. This is a small but vibrant trade post on the Silk Road. Increase the trade value. Spend money to make more money. And this one's already weakened, so taking Kotal will be good for us. And then eventually Pamir. No need to vassalize, just de jure. I have every right to those. See? That one will be a personal gain. Again, control at least 3 counties, and you will create the satrapy. Another step to Sogdian liberation. I don't want to vassalize them, just de jure. The Marzelman can come in as he likes. Yet another damn war. I told you, we Sogdians have the momentum. We're not stopping to see to that every Sogdian gets to live free without being, part of any others. And the Buddhists have to be represented in Sogdiana, much like the Nestorian Christians do. They haven't bothered them yet. It's not part of Sogdiana, so I want no part of it yet. Get in there. It's not much of an army. We're just taking advantage of their weakness. And what is Karen up to? Karen holy war for Dihistan. They are. Yeah, getting what's left of it. But it's a little dangerous because the Caliph's watching. He could potentially destroy you. While meanwhile we'll continue our unification of Sogdiana. We can't recruit you, unfortunately. What are you willing to pay? Well, Silk trade post finished, and we could build another. We got the money for it. Now we'll create a Silk Road market. The Silk Road trade post has grown into a large town, offering more protection against raiders and brigands, thus attracting more merchants who would stay here and trade. Good old Sogdians. The good old days that we're all going back to. Only 3 holdings we have to take, and then go further down until he surrenders. I'm sick of always being kind to everyone. Feel my wrath. Amarkarta, the wife of Raja Sankaragana III of the Chedi Raj, was spending a few days in Sarmarkand. It was very nice to experience meeting her. Maybe our peoples are not that different after all. I know where that is. I got lumber to sell. What say you, Raja? Pack this sign, but that's far away from here. They want my youngest daughter, right? From this clan. Are any of your brothers unmarried? Marzalban, the Conqueror. Oh, Pamir. Oh, that's County of Pamir, not the Shahdam of Pamir. Okay, okay. Oh, I get it. That's something we ought to worry about in the future. Adventurers. Now, keep looking for that. Curious about his fate. Let's see if I can pick up sympathy for Eastern religions, particularly Buddhism. Kodamasta, heretic. And he fell into the river once. Waters can be dangerous, but this time was mostly embarrassing. He's probably from up there in the... Like, he probably went up to the Sogdiana River and got himself wet. Let me engage him in a theological debate, you wet head. Now you are a proper Zoroastrian. How much glory do I have? Gee whiz. Oh. And you still haven't assassinated that mayor. Maybe we should go get the new commanders. Because... Oh. Yeah. We already have enough aggressive leaders these days. And Vistasp is getting older and older, so... Give me 2. Any volunteers? 1. Oh, got in shape. Good thing. 2. Zealous warrior! Oh! I'll find you a place. Ma, she's territorial leader and a duelist. Okay, I got places for you. Just hang on. You've yet to have any children. Hate to lose you. And where do you find such good women? I mean, at least that's for the grandchildren. No. So, we're going to replace the satrap with this zealous warrior. And Vistas, getting old, be replaced by this female commander. Negotiate with Tatos, that means raiders. You don't have the manpower to deal with them. That's on you. And a part of that is for me. See if we can get rid of the mayor by poisoned wine. Good. Replaced with a new mayor, and the raised vassal levy's opinion will be reset. Now, who's this other mayor? Yeah, he's not well liked, and they'll be willing to get rid of him too. I mean, look, he's a terrible person. Good job, my Nestorian spy master. Oh yeah, hey there. I told you that was going to be on you. The Absids have come yet? Well, they're up there now, but they're fighting those. But they're fighting that nomadic Khan. They're not getting to the current satrapy yet, which on your war, well, you're winning, but it's only a matter of time before they'll get to you too. You know, as for the military advances, I'm going from thinking. Let's go for cavalry. I have an idea what this army will be like once we, finish sieging them. Come over here. This, he likes Christians, doesn't like Muslims, but still isolationalist. Tarkon, you will be the new satrap. Well, that reminds me. I got to name him Tarkon in honor of him. In honor of our new satrap, or Ilkshid. That's in that Sogdian language, or is that in some other East Iranian languages when they use that word? I'll have that looked up. Get down here any way you can. Yeah, bring those two on your side. Silk Road Market is complete. A lot of small mercenary garrison, which small band of mercenaries permanently stationed in this trade post, acting as guards and protecting the traders from outside threats. They're liberated now. Unfortunately, we're going to let Fergana. We're going to leave Fergana to these wolves while we go assassinate another mayor who dislikes me. My youngest. I'll get you married one of these days. It's just I prefer you to be married to those cognates up there to prevent us from attacking. He went out with a bang. Who's next? Who dislikes me? I mean, not the Marzabans, because we need them. You're a lustful man, but everybody is willing to cooperate with me these days. Some would say I've gone mad. Like I've gone as far as assassinating people. Maybe that's why I'm sick of being kind to everyone. I wonder why I'm acting up. But I'm not paranoid. Yet. I'm multilingual. '92. Oh shoot. Come on. He got lucky on the hit on me. Kurmazta uprising in a revolt. Great, now you're a widow. Nobody to have a non-aggression pact with. No, you're past childbearing age. Hell, you never even have a child. It's like, okay, who wants to get married? Because, you know, I feel a little bad for her. Problem is that they're all bloody old men. And too old to be a sister wife of any. How about the Holy Commander? Again, past childbearing. I just want to move on. Well, meanwhile, we get rid of this Herbat. If I become known murderer, so be it. You're going on a holy war for Sogdiana. Intriguing. Double done. Oh. I'm gonna have you revoked. But the Buddhist vassals, like him, he won't like it, but I will give that county to him just to show good faith. Well, meanwhile, we'll go deal with these raiders right now. Emir will be next. Just stay in shape. They're rampaging the place. One thing after another with China. Now there's unrest again. Broken patrol, revoked vassal titles. You will learn to respect me one day. Kuta will be yours. You'll be a little more pleased. Yeah, 2 raiders, rest again, start another war, just 1 more. Now we got 2 holy wars amongst us to pick out the thing. False accusations. Oh, they're gonna get me out of here. Nope. They got out. Alright. Going up to Pamir would be a little dangerous because lack of supplies, especially in that county, which is very, very high. Oh, the Abbasids have come to stop the current. You had it going, but the Caliph has finally, settled things, and it makes me want to think twice about taking them on. While you are probably going to get away with it, despite your small numbers. Sogdian Buddhist. Let's have a Dejor Claim War, no Holy War. This is the last one for this episode, hopefully. Oh, god dang it, I shouldn't have done that. These are good numbers, too. Well, in that case, we're raising an army for additional reinforcements. 250. No, excuse me. 2,550. 2250. Get over here. Yeah, we just need more soldiers to bolster the numbers. Not even paying attention to what moves he's making. Now, medium mercenary goes. Plenty of mercenaries permanently stationed in this trade post, acting as guards and protecting traders from outside threats. More trade value means more money. Think about it. Unless this guy gets more children, unless one of his sons will. And yes, we can intermarry with Zunists, which we have no quarrel with. Oh, you win this one. I was thinking about one of the Tibetan nations. Or better yet, these guys. No daughters. Or maybe with these guys, so we can work together and stick it up to them. Already in the battle. Come here. It's perfect. Alright, I thrust my blade of Roxana hard into his chest. The surprise is clear on his face as blood fills his mouth. May have just hit something important. He's a dead man now. It's 44. Yep, high mountains. That's the main reason. And not to mention it's normal winter, which it's already leaving soon, now that it's spring. That's gonna be my last war for a while, right? When I found the time. So let's just wrap this up. And we got prisoners too. We have the numbers. Assault them. Oh no. I will stop this immediately. Now I'm a strong leader. Here we go. Vassals will respect me a bit more. 92. Assault again. There. That's it. We're done here. Well, we can't create Kutal because he still has that title. Same for Sogdiana. So I've done all I can. Whenever he's at peace, then that's when we can usurp the title from him. So we've done all we can. Because right now, let's have a period of peace. And I'll switch to a different focus as I want to spend my last few years in theology. Just to be a true Mazda Yasna of sorts. And you getting old yourself, but you got plenty of grandsons. All I need to do is live 4 years so I can change a succession law, not a gender law. And I'll tell you what that law is going to be in the next episode. Till then, so long for now.